Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. Star 102.5.
Star 102.5.
Hi, I'm Jenny Cruz.
And I'm Rich Rushforth of Rich and Jenny in the Morning.
And you know, Rich, since the beginning of time, people around the world have been fascinated with radio. From soap operas to newscasts, people would literally gather around the radio to get all their news and information.
We had the golden age of radio through the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Transistors allowed us to take the radio on the run with us. Now we have networks, and local radio seems to keep the target on our local community. And that's kind of unique.
And that's what we try to do here at Star 102.5. We're like everyone else. We're fighting the XMs and the Pandoras. But the one thing we continue to do is make sure that we're serving the public interest and making local radio the best it can be.
And Jenny, it started right out in January. We got blanketed with snow across Moore County on the Sandhills, and we covered the county from end to end. Not only did we get out on the roads and do road reports, we had our first responders, police chief, DOT, we had everybody in the studio and on the air to let our listeners know and our community what was going on.
I think people love that, Rich. We were able to get into our vehicles hours before our shift began that morning and start posting on social media so people were able to see what it looked like literally in their backyard. From my house to the radio station takes about 20-25 minutes. It was over an hour today, and we saw wreck after wreck after wreck. I could not even get up my driveway. Please stay home.
And our industry is changing, and we're changing with it. Social media, a big component, which we've made a complement to the radio.
Yeah, our listeners love it because they can literally see inside the studio, but so do our advertisers. For example, Vital Signs. We gave them awesome information to use on the air, on our website, and through social media. And to this day, it's our most sought after advertising campaign.
We teamed up once again with the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina for our annual Stop Summer Hunger Help Day. And we eclipsed last year's total by, $3,000 or $4,000, raising over $20,000. It was amazing. And speaking of eclipse, we also had a great event last summer. Of course, the entire nation, the entire globe did, with the solar eclipse. And we had all kinds of stuff going on. Social media was going crazy. We had moon pies, we had sun-kissed, and we had maybe the most coveted item in 4 states. We had these little babies right here. Speaking of eclipse, we had these cool little eclipse sunglasses. See what I did there?
In the fall, Star 102.5 had a very good run. We had Pinecrest football games on every Friday night. We brought the home and away games. And it's very important to our listeners. You can listen while you're in the stands. You can also listen as you're driving around town. But more importantly, we have a lot of military families, and they were listening through our streaming services to all over the world to listen to their child try to score the winning touchdown.
Still on his feet, breaks free. He's going to take it to the house. Do it. He's gone. Dickerson for a touchdown. No flags.
We also did our Holiday Help Day, where we collected blankets and food and monetary donations. All of that money went to the Sandhills More Coalition, collecting money to help our community.
You know, Rich, 2017 may have been our most successful year yet here at Star 102.5.
I have to think you're right, Jen. We take old school radio values and we're using today's technology to get that message across to our community.
We're going different directions with our listeners, with social media, and we're giving our advertisers a whole new way to get their message across. We're live and we're local here at Star 102.5.
Matt Mignon, owner of Jersey Mike's here in Aberdeen. In the last 5 years, folks have heard my ads on Star 102.5. Advertising with the team at Star 102.5 has certainly helped my business grow. They are dedicated to the community and its businesses here in the Sandhills, and I just want you to know how much I value this advertising relationship. From Jersey Mike's month and day of our giving campaign to the countless time they give to the support of our community. The DJs are committed to us in a way that makes me proud to be associated with them. Advertising certainly pays, and with Star 102.5, Jersey Mike's gets great results.
Star 102.5.